this particular piece, it's just she uses spray paint and airbrush and all these different things.
She's a classically trained artist, so she has the very, very fine training behind her, which is what makes her able to work in all these different mediums, because she has such a good understanding of color, of composition. She's actually a child prodigy. She was both a renowned artist, classically trained artist at the age of 10, and a concert pianist and violinist. So a Renaissance woman, people like this are not born anymore, especially when you get a child who's so accomplished. So I will show you. I'll bring the painting, and then we can start thinking about it.
Okay, those were the ones that I was thinking, but that's not. So, I mean, this is one, and you can do it with a rainbow if you wanted to. I mean, this they just have in a cloud formation. This is a t-shirt, really would be fantastic, and they have the t-shirts, which I'll pull up from ArtFest, where it's actually the whole t-shirt for the women's tee, and it's a v-neck, and the whole t-shirt is printed all the way around with this.
This is another new painting he did to show the range, but you know, it's actually the inspiration was the Everglades for this one. And it's a little bit of a mixed media, so you can see a little bit of application here. So it's more maybe abstract that you want to go, but as Chris started to talk about the range that she can do, she can do
that's
lots
Victoria,
of
that's
things.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's amazing because you'll see this broken glass up there.
So there's a lot of different ways to go. You can go quite literal.
I think we want the stuff that's probably normal for the normal people.
Simple.
This is cool.
Yes.
This is too
I think that you can still achieve it with
technique.
like with technique, because you know, if you look over here, these pieces in particular that are a little bit more impressionistic, you still can see that rainbow and it's vibrant.
Right. Yeah, so Victoria has a more kind of crisp, detailed, cleaner lines, right? She's somewhere between, she's somewhere between realism and just a little bit of fantasy, where this is a little bit of a rougher.
No, I like
something, something probably in print. If you're trying to do print t-shirts, you want something very crisp and clean, like you said, that people can see and understand right away.
And they can take an image of it to get it to print.
Yes. So I would probably recommend what you're doing too, than going with something as crisp lines.
Yeah. Well, and that's the colors in the. I wouldn't worry so much. This is new, isn't that?
That's incredible.
This is new, right? We just hung these pieces today. I will have a client who's looking at this piece. Yeah, this is Georgi Kurasov, another one of our absolute superstar artists. A very rare gem in that he is accredited for inventing a new style of painting. If you can imagine, that happens once every 200 years, maybe less frequently. To really come up with something new.
Right. What would you call it?
This is called neo-constructivism.
Okay.
That's amazing.
It really is.
Has many colors.
Incredible.
Wow.
I know. I mean, look at the text. You can see.
I love that.
You can almost see, you know, like the pores.
Yeah.
The skin.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Lana, let me show you, since you like the texture. Look at the tights here. Look at how the stockings are raised. Every line is raised. The texturization on the skirt, and then the graduation of the collars too. It's completely geometric here. The shadowing, right?
Incredible.
It's like you can take any 1 inch, and it's just a masterpiece in itself. It's perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
doesn't get much better than that.
No.
Love
That
my
is
pearls. I love my pearls.
It's fantastic.
It's
That's
fantastic.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Something like this, where they made a rainbow on the mirror with the crackled glass.
That's fabulous.
So that you had all of these colors, but rather than a random kind of formation with it, it actually made the rainbow.
That'd be a great installation somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.